say good evening, everyone. I'm so happy to see that so many people joined Donnie and Jen in celebrating their nuptials. I'm also happy to see that I'm not the only election in the crowd. So, wherever we are, oh, there it is. Appreciate you being here. When Donnie was just a young lad, he wasn't the paragon of virtue you see before you now. My sweet little nephew was always trying to get with my wife. It's true. But eventually he came to his senses and realized that it wasn't going to leave me for an 8-year-old. Of course, then he started fighting with his brother constantly, just like any other boy. Okay, we won't talk about the time that he and his brother broke the remote control in my new apartment. That's a story for another day. Eventually, he finished high school, went out into the world, got himself a mediocre job, had no plans at all for his future, you know, just a normal teenager graduating from high school. At some point shortly after that, relatively speaking anyway, he did a 180 and went back to school while still holding down his full-time job. I'm not sure where the influence came for his radical decision, but I was proud of him and the intestinal fortitude that he showed. Even if he did look like a raggedy-ass raccoon the entire time with the dark circles under his eyes having their own dark circles. Just as a sidebar here, I'd like to show Donnie's chaotic side. Every time we had a family function and Ashley brought her new boyfriend to meet the family, Donnie was always a hostile big brother, often accidentally kicking them in the head while giving a karate demonstration and apparently a lesson as well. So Don and I used to get together every now and then for a late night of laughter, frivolity, and debauchery. Mostly we swap stories about how we were doing our careers and general life and laugh pretty much at everything in the universe. And you had to be there at the time to really appreciate what we were doing. Anyway, on one of these nights, it was that Donnie confided in me that he had met someone and that she might be the one. Yeah, that was pretty serious. It was quite some time, however, before we met Jen. After that night, and I was starting to wonder if she existed at all. If you know Donnie, you know he had a bit of bad luck in a relationship before he met Jen. Or you could say, good luck getting out of this nightmare, previous situation before anything drastic happened. So we finally met Jen, and like many of you, we thought they would never get married. Jen was everything Donnie wasn't, and that was never going down the aisle. No way. He was, yeah, we'll get together and work it out and play it by ear, and she was all planning it to the last detail, contingencies for the contingencies. Yeah, Donnie was chaos and Jen was order. So after many, many, many years, okay, maybe not quite that long, we began to see that indeed they were making it work, and we recognized what they must have known all along. That when you put Jen and Donnie, or Jen and Johnny as some of them call them, so when you put them together, they interlock like two halves of a whole to become complete. We are also happy you found each other, and we wish you every bit of happiness and contentment that the universe can offer. So please allow me to make a double toast now. So no drinking until the words are all done. Okay, let's all raise a glass and toast Don and Jen's wedding and welcome Jen into the family.
Congratulations.